Okay, I am going to make a little fairy house right now. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. What we're going to need right now is we're going to need, this is the older Sculpey or the Sculpey original, and I'll put the name of that up on there. Sometimes you can't hear what I'm saying exactly, so I will put it up on the video. And this is something that you cook in the oven, and it's really cool. When it's cooked, it's hard and it's durable, and it won't be ruined by rain or anything like that. Okay, and then also you'll need the back end of a paintbrush right here, little round kind of smooth paintbrush tip there, a pair of wire cutters, and a good sturdy paper clip. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do this. It's pretty easy. I'm going to take off a bit of the Sculpey, about this much here, and Sculpey is not like pliable right away, but as soon as it warms up in your hands a little bit, if you roll it around and squeeze it a little bit, it becomes very pliable. Okay, see, now it's nice and pliable. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a little shape of like a little noodle in my hands, like that. I rolled a little noodle, and now I'm going to sort of, by holding it like this, I'm going to make it almost like a rectangle shape. And I'm basically turning it around in my hands so that it becomes tall and skinny, and it's almost like a little, it's got corners. The corners, I'm shaping it with my fingers but to make it do that. Okay? Now I've got a shape like that. That's the beginning of the house. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch this right here to make a little, what I would call a gable. Okay? That's a gable. Okay? Now I'm going to take another bit of clay, maybe about this much right here, and I'm going to roll a ball. So I've got a ball here, like that, and then I'm going to roll a little noodle, like that, roll a little bit bigger, and then I'm going to squeeze it. I'm going to squeeze it so it becomes flat. This is very simple. Once you've done it a few times, you'll see it's very easy to do. And then you've got a piece that looks like that. It's about that skinny, okay? Next, on that gable of the house, the main part of the house, I'm going to drape it over the top at the center point and fold it down like that so it looks like a little roof. It's very simple to do, okay? Now, it looks like a little roof, okay? Next, I want a little chimney on it. So I'm going to take another little bit of clay, I'm going to roll it into a ball, make it a little tiny noodle like that, like I've showed you a few times before, okay? And I'm just going to blend it into the roof. And I'm going to put it on this side here. So I'm just going to push it into place, like that. And I like my pieces to look a little whimsical. So I'm going to make the chimney kind of curve off that way, and I'm going to make the house curve off this way. So it'll look kind of whimsical when it's standing there in my little moss garden. Now next I'm going to make the window. I'm going to make one window, and that's going to be right here, and I'm just going to take the back of my paintbrush and push it in right there. And kind of spin it around while I'm doing it. That makes a window. And then I'm going to take that same brush, the back of my paintbrush. I'm going to do it again here, but I'm not going to push it in too far. I'm just going to, as I'm turning it and pushing it, I'm making the form of a door. Okay? Like that. And then I'll just smooth it out and hopefully make it nice and even looking as much as possible. Like that. Now, it's almost there. Okay? So now, this is how I made the house, okay? You just saw it firsthand, okay? Next, I'm going to do that, put a little hole at the top of the chimney, not a big one, but just a little bit one, like that. So it looks like that. And then, I just want to get it into the shape I want by just forming it with my hands. So I've got this kind of funny looking house that's leaning to the left, and the chimney's going to the right. Now, that's how I want the house to look. I'm going to set this on the ceramic dish, and the reason why I do that is because it cooks really good in the oven if it's on a ceramic dish. Some things that you stick it on, it might stick to it or whatever. And so I use these little ceramic dishes, and you can get these at any hardware store almost. They're for plants, okay? And so I'm going to put it on there. The next thing is the paper clip. In order for this to stand up easily into a little moss garden, which is what we're going to make today, you need something to make it do that. And a cheap and inexpensive way to do that is with a paper clip. So we're going to open it up a little bit, spread it out, okay, like that. Take a pair of wire cutters, alright. When you hold it, you better hold it from both ends without pinching your hands like that, because one piece will go flying and take someone's eye out if you're not careful. So just cut it off, okay. Then you've got this fairly straight end. It doesn't have to be real straight. And then just slide that out, just poke it into the bottom of the house here, the bottom of the house, and just slide it in a little ways like that, so it's sticking out about an inch. And then just make sure you've got it exactly where you want it. Set your oven, preheat it at 275 degrees, and cook something about this size for 20 to 25 minutes. Don't overcook it and don't undercook it. About 25 minutes will do it for this piece in the oven at 275 degrees. Take it out when it's with a mitt on your hand so you don't burn yourself. Let it cool, and your house will be solid and will last for a long time. This is exactly how I do them. I do them all the time. I make these houses and have them in most of my gardens, and they're really a lot of fun. And we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll show you how to build your garden.